What's the crack, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Cards everywhere here, bringing you another grinding session. I'll be using the Brilliant Human Body Holy Grail deck I showcased earlier in the week. I haven't found anything more powerful yet. I tried messing around with the Natural Monuments, but it wasn't really working out for me this week. So I'll stick with this for now, since it does seem to be working. I haven't come across much hassle. The only deck that really does beat this is the Ancient Egypt. If I don't get them in the first 4 rounds, I would probably lose the last one. But the cost increase does put a hindrance on them in the early game, so it does give me time to maybe get a 50% win ratio against them. But that's the best I could do with this. I could probably throw in a few more cost increase cards, but I'd lose out on power in the deck, so I don't think that's worth it. So here we go. It looks like a bot for the first game, so hopefully a nice easy win. So what did we get? A load of cost increase stuff. So I think I'll get all that right around. So we'll get all 3 of them out. The unintelligent design will probably not be any good this week, or against this deck, as it seems to be an amphibian deck. But the other cost increase should still help. There is our Sir Galahad, get unintelligent design and skin around for 198. Hopefully we can get an early win against them. I do have the Grail to drop if I need to, but it's still a bit early to play it, as it will put a hindrance on my energy later in the game. So I'd rather sacrifice this round if needed. There's the Boris. I'll play the Sweat and Tears now, as I'm just going to give up on this round. I probably could have won if I played the Holy Grail, but again, I'd rather conserve a bit of energy until the next rotation of Boris and Sir Galahad. So we'll just go straight into round 2. I was hoping to get the Blood, but it doesn't seem to have worked out that way. So I'm going to go for the Femur, Eye and Archangel. So we're slightly ahead now. I do want to win this round, as it'll be a struggle to win the next round. So we're going to get Consciousness, the Vitruvian Man and Sinterklaas out for a 358. So we're still not super far ahead. Depends on my draw next turn. I might play Grail. I would rather not. I think I will get the Grail around just to assure the victory here. Energy might be a problem later in the game, but he's struggling on energy now at the moment as well. So we might be able to cut corners and play 2 cards if necessary. So we're going to go Sir Galahad, the Brain, and Icelandic Yulcash. I think I'll put the Brain in front. So he is down to playing 2 cards a round, which is very good. So we're going to go with Boris, the Skin and the Unintelligent Design. And we have Blood, Sweat and Tears for next turn. So we'll get those 3 out. They got nice permanent boost there from Femur. So I'm going to go Sweat, Tears and Blood. And I think that'll be enough to win the turn. It's close, but I think we got it, yep. And then next round we have the arena advantage, so we should be able to clean up with that. And we should also have the Holy Grail coming around very soon. But we're going to go Femur, the Eye and Consciousness, just for a big start. And then we should draw Boris and the Grail now. So that'll be nice and cheap. Well, we didn't draw Boris, but we got the Grail. And we made it pretty much impossible for him to play any good cards. So I'm going to go for another big hand just to assure the victory here. And it doesn't really matter what we play now, since we already have the win. So a 358 finish. And there is 1 game in the bag. It was against a bot, so it was a nice easy one. But maybe we can get a real opponent for the last game or 2. So we'll jump straight into another one. See if we can get 3 in a row. One of the subscribers showed me a deck with the Fearsome Flyers. It looks very interesting. I'm still missing 1 or 2 cards from it, so I'm still not quite able to build it. But as soon as I can, I'll check that out. And I'll make whatever modifications I feel like would benefit it. So I probably won't have that this week. I'd say it'll be a more of a lower energy week, be more useful. Other than that, I have nothing really else lined up this week. So here we go. It looks like another bot, but that's okay. So maybe Prominent Painters. We're going to start off with a weaker hand. Does seem to be a Prominent Painter deck. A fairly decent starting deck. Not as good as the Sharks or Birds in my opinion, but still a solid enough deck. So we're going to go Yulcash, the Femur and Sweat. We have the arena advantage, so I'm not too concerned about losing this round. I just hope we draw our Tears here. Unfortunately not, but I'm going to get the Blood beside it. The Skin and the Sir Galahad for a 374. The opponent did have the Holy Grail, but he completely destroyed the energy for the rest of the game for him. So I think we'll be cruising through this with 3 easy wins. So I might just go with the Grail myself, since I don't need to worry. We play the Gavel Goat and the Cinderklaus as well for a 429. And we'll steal a bit more energy from him. And there's the Ragnarok to assure he can't play pretty much anything else. So I think we have this round guaranteed. And we should have our blood and sweat coming around fairly soon. There is Boris. We play the Angel and the Eye for a 420. He will get plenty of energy now, but it's too late. Again, the minimum energy is 12, so if you can't get higher than that quickly, it's not really worth playing energy cards. So we're going to go Tears, the Femur. Oh no, we're going to go Unintelligent Design, Femur, and Icelandic Cat. And Blood and Sweat should be coming around right now. There they are. So we're going to go Blood, Sweat, and Tears for a 397 plus the boost. And then we have the Brain and maybe even the Grail for the final turn. But pretty much anything we draw will be good enough to play. So we're going to go Brain, Grail and Skin for a 647. Pretty much a guaranteed win. There we go. 2 games down. Hopefully we get a real opponent for the last game. But I suppose another bot wouldn't hurt. Nice easy cruising to rank 2. But we'll see what happens here. Some people seem to like the card opening videos I did. I'll definitely have to change the format of the video. I might do just the openings in the background and talk over it about changes I'd like to see in the game and cards I like and cards I don't like. One of them being the new Mythic, Chaos. It just seems very, very underpowered for a Mythic. So we go, hello. So it seems to be a Statue of Liberty deck we are playing. So we're going to go with a weak hand. He did get the Door to Hell and the Grim Reaper straight away. So I think this round is a guaranteed loss. So the best we can hope for is these kind of cards, Ragnarok and Icelandic Yulecat. So we're going to go Yulecat, Ragnarok and Sweat. And hopefully we draw Blood very, very soon. Next turn would be ideal. So unfortunately that's a permanent loss to the cards in our hand. We didn't draw Blood, so I'm just going to get around these weaker cards here. I'll keep Skin and play Consciousness for a 233. And then we'll increase the cost of all his cards again. All his history cards. That's probably Magna Carta he drew in his hand. So here we are into round 2. I'm going to get the Sir Galahad around with the Archangel and the Eye for a 255 start. We're not too far behind, and the Sir Galahad will help with the Grail reduction. And there's the Grail itself. I might still hold off on playing it until next turn. I might draw Boris. So we're going to go with Gavel Gauche, the Brain and Vitruvian Man for a 201. Unfortunately, he had the Tower, but he used his 4 of Pentacles, so I don't need to worry about that card being stronger later in the game. So we locked down 1 card in his hand. I don't know what it is. Hopefully something good. He did just draw his Door to Hell, so I'm going to hold back and just play a weaker hand, since he is forced to play everything. I don't know if we could have won that. No, not even a chance. But now his energy is getting low, and we might be able to cruise out the rest of this game. There is the Grail, Ragnarok. I'm going to put Ragnarok in front, and Icelandic Yulcash. And hopefully we draw a Sweat very soon. There it is. So that is our energy pretty much sorted for the rest of the game. And we just want to keep rotating around our cards, as his rotation is off now since he's not able to play 3 cards a turn. So I'll play a bit of a weaker hand again for a 239. And then Unintelligent Design will increase the cost of his history cards. I haven't seen Magna Carta yet. If that's still it in his hand, he should be rotating that around. But maybe he thought he didn't have to worry. So there is our Brain. So I'm going to go Gavel Gauche with the Eye and Femur. Yeah. So we need to try hard to win this round. And then next round we should be cruising with our Brilliant Human Body cards. So we're going to go Unintelligent or Conscious for Trivia Man and Boris for a 324. It should be enough to get us back into the lead here. And then I think we're drawing our Ragnarok now. There it is. So that will increase the cost of all his cards by 2. So the opponent doesn't seem to be playing anything. I'm going to hold out the turn just to make sure. He's probably trying to conserve a bit of energy. So we'll wait a few seconds just in case he plays something. Other than that, no. Okay, so the opponent did give up. I thought that might happen. So he was either not playing Magna Carta or he kept it in his hand thinking he could come back anyway. But it didn't work out for him. So there we go. 3 games in a row. Nice easy wins. The deck is still very solid. So if you're struggling this week, do your best to build it as close as you can. And it should serve you well. Other than that, I will try to get out another deck later in the week. Hopefully tomorrow or Friday. If I find anything good. I think Primates would be quite good this week, so I might try and mess around with that. But other than that, we'll leave it there. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I will catch you next time. Cards everywhere, out.